Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Storm tracker Doppler 11 radar tracking widespread showers and some heavy rain, and there is potential for strong storms later this afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Gordon Lesh. Winds could also get pretty strong this afternoon heading into the evening. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh tracking it all in Severe Weather Center 11. It could have a big impact on those trick-or-treaters later on.
Certainly will. Good news is I think the worst of it is gone by 6 p.m., but you can see the rain on storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, and I am waiting right now for a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch to be issued for parts of the area, especially from Pittsburgh south. Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma has indicated that could come out within the next half hour to 45 minutes. And the reason for it is this cold front. It's really pulling in some energy, pulling in some moisture. So rain for much of the afternoon, and some of that rain will be heavy. 66 right now, southeast wind at 8. That's really going to pick up later today. Here's storm tracker 1 o'clock. There's rain. Then here come the thunderstorms this afternoon. Allegheny, Westmoreland, Fayette County at 4 o'clock. Some of these will be severe with wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. By trick-or-treat time, we're beginning to shut the rain off, so I think it will be a windy evening with scattered showers, but it won't be the heavy, steady rain all evening long. Now, coming up, I'm updating some graphics to talk about what you're going to need to go trick-or-treating tonight, plus the biggest impacts I expect to see throughout the afternoon and the evening. I'll have those for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Pittsburgh has not changed its trick-or-treat schedule. It is still from 5:30 to 7:30 tonight, but dozens of communities have moved the event because of bad weather. You can see the trick-or-treat times for your neighborhood, and we are constantly updating the list for you on WPXI.com.
Breaking in the last 30 minutes, a historic vote in the U.S. House. The full chamber just passed a resolution that formalizes the impeachment investigation into President Trump. The vote was largely along party lines, with just a few Democrats voting against it. Just before the vote, the House Speaker explained why she thinks it's necessary.
But when we have a president who says Article 2 says I can do whatever I want, that is in defiance of the separation of powers. That's not what our Constitution says. So what is at stake is our democracy. What are we fighting for? Defending our democracy for the people.
Democratic Representative Connor Lamb from the Pittsburgh area voted for the resolution. He told us, quote, "This resolution sets the rules for the upcoming hearings. I believe everyone benefits from clear rules, so I voted yes. I have not made any decision about impeachment, nor will I until all the evidence is in." Meanwhile, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler voted against it, calling it a sham impeachment inquiry, and just told us, in part, this long overdue resolution does not even address the concerns of the American people. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent is looking at the heated debate that led up to the vote and putting that together for us coming up in the next 30 minutes.
The bomb squad was called to the FBI's office on the south side. Guards saw a driver pull up and leave a car at the back gate. They're now looking for that driver. That's where Channel 11's Mike Holden picks up the story. He's live for us on the south side. Mike?
Peggy, it was an extremely tense morning, as you mentioned, right here on Pittsburgh's south side. But talk about a significant changeover. Within the last 2.5 hours or so, this entire scene has cleared out. Bomb squad gone, police gone as well, and so is that car. It was actually towed away. What was left behind? The vehicle with some very, very bizarre writing, and now police are actively trying to find that driver. Channel 11 was right there on the ground and in the air with our mast cam as the Pittsburgh Police Bomb Squad and other law enforcement agencies swarmed the FBI building on the south side. They spent hours carefully processing what was believed to be a suspicious orange car. The FBI says just before 5 a.m., someone drove the car up to the back locked gate of the facility, parked it there, got out, and left. Guards noticed the car and immediately called security experts. A special robot and members of the bomb squad processed the vehicle, but did not find anything other than this spray-painted message on the driver's side door. It reads, quote, "Russia plants micro-radio devices in people's ears and controls them using a sound similar to a dog whistle, subliminal hypnosis." The FBI says the message does not appear to be a threat, But out of an abundance of caution, they alerted Propel Schools, the Center for Victim Services, and the Steelers facility as the investigation progressed. Luckily, they say there was no threat to the public.
I think it's very alarming. We take all of these situations very seriously because we can't let our guard down through any of this. We always have to make sure that we investigate fully and that we know what's inside those cars.
Now, we want to mention, too, if you were looking at the video and saw the front of the car, it also had written right on the hood, Spygate. But the FBI is saying that it appeared to just be gibberish. As for the suspect, they're actively searching for this person. No description at this point in time. We're going to work to get it. And I do want to note this before we go off the air. The FBI did tell me they could be potentially facing misdemeanor federal criminal charges for the driver. We're going to follow this story throughout the course of this day, so look for the latest live updates starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in the South Side, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
A couple escaped their burning home in Washington County, but they don't have anything to return to. That home on Windermere Court in Peters Township was destroyed. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer followed this story as it was breaking during our morning newscast. She joins us live with new information this afternoon. Liz?
Yeah, Gordon, so the couple inside, they made it out okay, but you can see there's now tape surrounding their home, and it is totally gutted here. And when I last spoke with fire officials, they told me that there was concern that it could collapse. Now, we've been covering this fire since the early morning, capturing heavy smoke billowing for hours from the home here on Windermere Court. Firefighters were called right around 4 and saw fire consuming the back of the home and the garage. A husband and wife were home at the time and reportedly woke up hearing flames and commotion outside. They made it out safely before that fire quickly spread throughout the entire house.
And typically when you have a house that's occupied and you have a fire in it and they're able to alert you in a timely manner, you don't get flame spread like this that fast. In this case, with the open garage door and the open big picture window in the back, we're thinking that it pushed through in a very rapid pace.
And back live, firefighters were faced with some challenges. At one point, they say live ammunition was actually going off in the garage. But thankfully, no one was hurt and the fire didn't spread to nearby homes. Certainly, though, neighbors were concerned. More from them in a report at 5, along with any updates we get regarding what may have caused this. We're told the state police fire marshals working to determine that. And as soon as we get updates, we'll let you know. Reporting live from Peters Township, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
The attorney for the Tree of Life shooting suspect is due in court in about an hour. The status conference is set in the case against Robert Bowers. Earlier this month, prosecutors rejected an offer for a guilty plea in exchange for life in prison. As you know, Bowers is accused of killing 11 people last year. He faces 63 federal charges and the death penalty.
Penn State is looking into new allegations against Jerry Sandusky. Police are looking into a new report from someone claiming they, too, were sexually assaulted by Sandusky between 2000 and 2010. The alleged sexual assault took place in the Lash football building on the University Park campus. The university confirmed the new allegation and says it is investigating. Sandusky is scheduled to be resentenced next Friday for his 45-count child sexual abuse conviction. He was found guilty and sentenced in 2012 to 30 to 60 years in state prison.
The Pentagon has released dramatic video from the raid that killed ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi and shared new details about that strike. NBC's Richard Engel reports from Syria.
The U.S. military released aerial videos of the raid unfolding. U.S. aircraft shooting a group of what officials said was armed men, clearing the way for the ground assault. Then Delta Force commandos move in, calling on those in the compound to surrender.
Those who came out of the building were checked for weapons and explosives and moved away from the immediate area. U.S. forces detained and later released the non-combatants.
Others still inside.
5 ISIS members inside the compound presented a threat to the force. They did not respond to commands in Arabic to surrender, and they continued to threaten the force. They were then engaged by the raid force and killed. There were 4 women and 1 man.
The ISIS leader Baghdadi was hiding.
U.S. forces discovered Baghdadi hiding in a tunnel. When capture at the hands of U.S. forces was imminent, Baghdadi detonated a bomb he wore, killing himself and 2 young children that were with him.
U.S. troops destroyed the compound, leveling it with airstrikes as they left. taking away a spy who Kurdish officials say helped lead the U.S. strike team to Baghdadi's hideout. That spy in Baghdadi's inner circle, Kurdish officials tell us, was one of the ISIS leader's security advisors. And there are reports he will receive all of or part of the $25 million reward. Richard Engel, NBC News, Northern Syria.
A fugitive caught. He's spending his first day behind bars. Sheriff's deputies arrested Vendel Nasir last night in Carrick after getting an anonymous email. He was on Allegheny County's firearm fugitive list. In August, 2 warrants were issued. He's accused of leading police on a chase in stolen cars twice, once in McKeesport, then again in Lawrenceville.
Parents of a former Hempfield student are suing a teacher. Our news partners at the Trib have learned that the lawsuit claims the teacher assaulted and harassed their son. In the lawsuit, Hempfield High School's technology education teacher, John Testa, is identified. The lawsuit claims that Testa hit the student on a bus in 2013, causing the boy to leave school and instead attend online. The boy later returned to Hempfield when he says Testa harassed him again. Testa is still on the high school staff. He did not respond to calls by the Trib.
New at noon, Pennsylvania's governor just signed a bill that eliminates straight party ticket voting. That's when you fill in a single bubble to vote for a party's entire slate of candidates. The bill also gives you more time to register to vote, and there's a new mail-in voting option. Despite criticism from both political parties, lawmakers passed that bill Tuesday.
This law has the potential to improve the fairness of our elections for decades to come. It allows more Pennsylvanians to participate in creating our shared future.
The changes will take effect just in time for next year's presidential primary elections.
A woman claims a burglar beat her dog with a hammer. The twist in the case that now has the dog owner facing charges.
How dangerous is this?
Very dangerous.
A view only Channel 11 can bring you. We're taking you onto the roof where a girl fell from and find out why she was up there in the first place.
Plus, I'm tracking the potential for severe thunderstorms this afternoon and if they'll hang around for trick-or-treating.
A couple's Halloween display at their son's gravesite has scared up a debate how they say they're honoring his life with skeleton decorations.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Only 11 is taking you to the top of the building from which a 14-year-old girl fell. And take a look at that drop. Apparently, it's a thing for kids to get up on the roofs along Main Street in Butler and just hang out. That girl fell Tuesday night. Firefighters walked Channel 11's Amy Marcinkowitz through the rescue.
When the crews arrived, they ended up finding that the female who fell was going between the two buildings here, and she didn't make it to the other side and fell approximately 16 to 18 feet down to the one roof below.
Butler firefighters took us 3 stories high to these rooftops that overlook Main Street in Butler.
She was down on this smaller roof landing when the crew arrived, and that's where they ended up packaging her.
They wanted us to see up close and personal what they were dealing with Tuesday night, rescuing a 14-year-old girl who they say was jumping from rooftop to rooftop, didn't see a 3-foot gap in between the buildings. She fell 18 feet, lodged between the buildings, stuck. Butler firefighters say they start down there, they hit that roof, and then they come up the fire escape, and then they were here on this rooftop and obviously didn't see this 3-foot opening. Business owner Jimmy Ciprian runs Miller's Shoes and owns the building. He let the firefighters in so they could get to the girl. He doesn't know why kids would risk their lives to get up this high.
Stay off the roof. You can tell it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to know where you're walking up here, and especially at night.
Firefighters say the victim was with 2 other friends who made their way down to the lower roof, pulled her from the small opening, stayed with her until help arrived. Looking at the drop, the very small space to maneuver, those that rescued her are thinking one thing.
She's very lucky. It could have been a lot different, and luckily somebody called. If she would have fell into this area and nobody would have reported it, who knows how long it would have been until somebody actually would have found her.
The 14-year-old is being treated for back pain and a bad ankle. Amy reached out to her mother but didn't hear back, although she did take to Facebook thanking everyone for sending prayers, saying she's so very lucky that her child is alive.
A twist in an animal cruelty case. A woman who claimed a burglar beat her dog with a hammer may have committed the crime herself. This little puppy named Izzy was attacked Monday at a home in Erie. She was being trained as a service animal. After the attack, the pup had to be euthanized because rescuers said she wouldn't survive the night. Justina Robinson was arrested yesterday. Police say she kept changing her story during the interview with detectives.
There is a new plan to stop you from speeding through work zones. PennDOT is going to install cameras to keep an eye on you. Eventually, there will be 17 cameras throughout the state. The program will start next week. The cameras will catch cars going 11 miles over the speed limit while work is being done. No tickets will be issued, at least for the first 60 days.
A major construction project in Oakland got rejected. The city says the new office and lab tower would just be too big and cannot move forward. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times say the plan was to build a 13-story building along Forbes Avenue at the site of this CVS. The building would have included 3 stories of parking, 9 floors of office space, and retail on the ground floor. The power of Mother Nature left a big mark in Fort Worth, Texas yesterday. A bolt of lightning hit this parking lot, opening up a 15-foot wide hole in the concrete. Chunks of concrete were scattered across the parking lot, and the large hole was blocked off by yellow caution tape. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, no severe thunderstorm watch or tornado watch just yet, but one could be issued in the next 45 minutes to an hour across at least parts of our area. And the better chance of severe weather today, as I told you this morning on Channel 11 Morning News, Allegheny, Westmoreland County, south. That's not to say there couldn't be some severe weather north of that. Just the best dynamics are basically from Pittsburgh, Greensburg on south. Right now, live storm tracker, Doppler 11 radar, pockets of heavy rain, Beaver, Lawrence, Butler County, up along the I-80 corridor right now. And all this moisture has to come through, and what we're watching for is a line of thunderstorms that's already developed in Kentucky and Tennessee. As it marches to the northeast, going to pick up a little more energy as the front starts to come through, and that could spark some severe weather for a short period of time this afternoon. Visible satellite, not much sun to help out. We normally talk about during severe weather season, you get a lot of sunshine. that helps to destabilize the atmosphere. Well, this is such a powerful system with such a strong cold front, it's not going to need much added influence. Matter of fact, you can see where the cold front is right now. It is 63 degrees in Columbus, 52 in Cincinnati, 52 right now in Toledo, and that cooler air will start to pour into our region tonight. So here's Storm Tracker. 1:30, widespread rain, little red showing up down into Garrett County, so could be popping a thunderstorm by then. 3 o'clock, heavy rain along the I-80 corridor. Now, as we get toward 4 o'clock, notice the thunderstorms breaking out. These areas of red starting to pop. Armstrong, Westmoreland, Fayette County, down into Preston County, and still quite a slug of moisture behind it. But as the energy kicks out with the stronger storms, so does the rain start to kick out. So by 6 o'clock, as the start of trick-or-treat starts for most of the neighborhoods that are still doing it tonight, that rain begins to shut off, and by 8 o'clock in the evening, it's pretty dry across the area. Now, don't get me wrong, there will still be showers, it will still be windy, and the weather won't be perfect, but it will at least be better than it's going to be most of the afternoon. Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma has the best chance of severe weather from Pittsburgh on east, as I mentioned. In south, could be numerous strong to severe thunderstorms for Fayette County, Preston, and Garrett County. Now, the wind gusts, they're going to peak up this afternoon as that front comes through. Then they're going to die off for a little bit this evening. So for trick-or-treat hours tonight, wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour, and temperatures falling through the 50s. I think the steadiest rain for trick-or-treat will be before 7 o'clock. Second half of the trick-or-treat hours looking fairly decent, just breezy. So make sure you have rain gear. Umbrella wouldn't be a bad idea, or a poncho for the costume. Something reflective, which you should always wear in the dark anyway. And good shoes. A lot of wet sidewalks, a lot of wet pavement. Could be a lot of slipping around. And a tight grip on the candy, because those wind gusts are going to be about 40 miles per hour. Then overnight tonight, a couple snowflakes are going to mix in late, so you might wake up to a couple flakes flying first thing tomorrow morning, but nothing that will stick. Morning showers tomorrow, 45, much calmer second half of the week in the 5-day forecast. Just chilly. Sunday, only 44 degrees. Coming up next half hour, an updated look at the Storm Prediction Center's weather risk for the day today, plus any watches or warnings that are issued for the area.
A prime spot for tailgating is getting bulldozed.
And an apartment building is going up. The changes on the North Shore, and what else you'll see between Heinz Field and PNC Park.
A couple's Halloween display at their son's gravesite has scared up quite a debate. How they claim they're honoring his life with this skeleton decoration. 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Washington County. Work on a new mini casino in Westmoreland County is expected to start next month. It's going in the old Bon-Ton store at the Westmoreland Mall. It will include slot machines, table games, a sports book area, restaurant, and some entertainment venues. The groundbreaking is set for November 13th. A small Pennsylvania school district is taking on a giant in the e-cigarette business. Quakertown Community School District is suing Juul. Just last week, 2 students in the Bucks County School District were found unconscious in school bathrooms. One had been vaping right before they passed out. One Quakertown student told the NBC station in Philly vaping is considered cool, and it's more common than parents realize. The district says they just want to keep kids safe. Juul denies marketing its vaping devices to kids. The company recently suspended sales of its popular fruit flavors.
A New Hampshire family's Halloween display at a cemetery has scared up a big debate. The parents lost their 18-year-old son 3 years ago to a heart attack. He's a big kid with an even bigger sense of humor, so his mom and dad wanted to bring that spirit to this Halloween decoration at his grave. But some think their holiday decorations were a big mistake.
He's dead. He's not here with us anymore, but his humor was big, and it could live beyond the grave, and it could brighten people's lives just kind of walking by and seeing it and chuckling. Cole would have loved that.
It was something to just really, really remember him by and just kind of help bring a smile down here, because it's always tears when we come down and sadness, and he would like to see a smile on our faces and other people's faces.
Well, the Cemetery Commission was not amused. They removed the display 3 times. The family says they spoke with other families about the display, and those families had no complaints.
Well, this time yesterday, we were covering breaking news on a massive animal rescue.
Yeah, more than 100 animals pulled from 2 homes in 2 towns. New details now on how investigators say both homes are connected, and the one person they say is responsible.
Heavy rain, strong storms. I'm tracking the potential impacts on your trick-or-treat plans.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 7-day forecast. Now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
We're back at 12:30 with Severe Weather Team 11 coverage and pretty much a mix of everything headed our way over the next 24 hours. Right now, Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar tracking widespread showers and some heavy rain, and there's a potential for strong storms this afternoon.
Yeah, and even a mix of snow, dare I say it, tomorrow morning. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh is tracking all of it for us in Severe Weather Center 11. Scott.
October in western Pennsylvania.
Love it.
Isn't it a beautiful thing? Yeah, for folks worrying about severe weather, last year in October, we had 4 tornadoes, so the fact there could be an isolated tornado this afternoon, not unusual, though. As we get toward the end of October, we like to put a cap on that severe weather potential. Here's Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Heaviest rain right now north of Pittsburgh. You folks in Beaver, Butler County picking up the heavy rain, and then more rain back to the southwest. Now I'm watching this cluster of showers and thunderstorms down through Kentucky. As this moves to the northeast and picks up a little more energy as our area of low pressure starts to accelerate to the northeast, could spawn some severe weather this afternoon. And Storm Tracker doing a pretty good job picking up on a line of thunderstorms at 4 o'clock for Allegheny, Westmoreland, Fayette, Preston counties. These storms could pack a punch with wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour, and it cannot rule out an isolated tornado. Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper will be in all afternoon, keeping you updated because I know this is key to your trick-or-treat plans this evening. And right now, by 6:30, Pittsburgh North and Pittsburgh West beginning to dry out. By 8 o'clock, we're pretty dry across the area, but definitely windy. Brisk evening for trick-or-treating, especially the later evening. Coming up in a few minutes, a fresh look at Storm Tracker and the timing on those showers and storms to plan the rest of your day.
Well, Pittsburgh has not changed its trick-or-treat schedule for today, despite a lot of other communities out there. It is still from 5:30 to 7:30 tonight. As I mentioned, dozens of communities have pushed their events because of the bad weather. You can see the trick-or-treat time for your neighborhood. We have the list on our website, WPXI.com.
Continuing breaking news coverage now, the U.S. House has voted to formalize rules for the impeachment investigation against President Donald Trump. The vote largely on party lines, as expected. Our Jacqueline Fell explains what the vote means as the inquiry moves forward.
Fiery debate on the House floor ahead of today's vote.
This is a sad day for our country. This is a dark day.
The resolution maps out the rules for public hearings in the impeachment investigation against President Trump. This is a pivotal new step in the process. It's the first time members of the House have gone formally on the record with their thoughts of the ongoing impeachment inquiry. Democrats believe that the public is behind their fact-finding mission into President Trump's dealings with Ukraine, while the White House and Republicans call the proceedings so far illegitimate.
There is serious evidence that President Trump may have violated the Constitution.
Trying to put a ribbon on a sham process doesn't make it any less of a sham.
This plan will also allow Republicans, for the first time, to request subpoenas for witnesses and documents relating to the impeachment investigation. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
And President Trump tweeted directly after the vote saying, "The greatest witch hunt in American history."
Right now, a man is in the hospital after he was hit by a car in Shaler. You saw this as breaking news on 11 at 11. Police say a man in his 70s was crossing Parker Street when he was hit. He is in stable condition. Police say the driver stayed at the scene. No charges so far have been filed. Tonight, a Target 11 exclusive and a lawsuit over school discipline. Investigative reporter Rick Earl talked to a grandfather now suing Pittsburgh Public Schools. It's because police put his grandson in handcuffs as a first grader.
You're supposed to be able to go to school and be supported. You're not supposed to go to school and be handcuffed and physically abused.
That's coming up in our investigation that you'll see only on Channel 11 News at 5.
More than 100 animals rescued in 2 different towns, and investigators say both of those scenes are connected. Humane officers raided a house in Denora and another just a few minutes away in Monessen. We first followed this story as it was breaking yesterday at noon, and a lot of new information has come out since then. Channel 11's Aaron Clark has more on how this years-long investigation got national attention.
More than 100 animals were rescued Wednesday from this dilapidated old church in Denora, found living under a crumbled roof in the dark with no water or food.
The conditions are dire inside the 2 residences we went into.
One by one, the dogs, cats, chickens, and even gerbils were removed from the church and a house on St. Mary's Drive and a duplex on Reed Avenue in Monessen.
It's just a shame to see all those animals in that over there.
An operation so large that help from D.C. was called in.
We're very thankful to the National Humane Society of the United States for their involvement, because this is a tremendous undertaking, as you can imagine, with this many animals.
A team of vets and other animal welfare professionals swarmed the properties in Washington and Westmoreland counties and spent the day there.
We have a network across the country of people that we can work with, in addition to the team and the fleet that we have that are specifically assembled to respond to these types of situations.
And police arrested Christine Haar, who lives at the house in Donora. She's facing charges for allegedly abusing a cat in June. Investigators will now go over evidence found today and vet reports to determine what further charges Haar could face. Erin Clark, Channel 11 News.
Millions of dollars will be going to help first responders retire in Pennsylvania. Auditor General Eugene DePasquale released $328 million in state aid. That money will help support retirement plans for police, paid firefighters, and other municipal workers. $69 million goes to Greater Pittsburgh, which includes $50 million for Allegheny County.
A parking lot used for tailgating before Pirates and Steelers games will soon be transformed. An apartment building and a parking garage will go up in lot number 4 between PNC Park and Heinz Field. Channel 11's Renee Wallace found out what other changes are in store for the North Shore.
I just moved over here to the SAP building. That's a new building as well there too, so it's welcome development.
Residents like John Agoshi were happy to hear more housing is coming to the North Shore, but there's always this question.
What are we losing for that?
The answer to that question sits at the corner of Mazeroski Way and General Robinson Boulevard, Gold Lot 4, one of the most popular tailgate spots on the North Shore. Located between PNC Park and Heinz Field, it's prime parking, game day or any day. Mayor Bill Peduto told Channel 11 the Stadium Authority, the city, the Pirates, and Steelers, along with Continental Real Estate, reached agreement to build the first residential building that's ever gone into that space. Included in that will be a public parking garage, green space, and 48 apartment units.
We put a timeline on that last spot, so this will be the spot that is behind the office building, and that should be developed as housing.
So here's the plan. These tailgating spaces will all be gone, to be replaced by an 8-story high-rise, which will house 4 floors of apartments and 4 floors of retail space. Baseball fans may be losing a few hundred pre-gaming parking spaces, but according to Bob Nutting, Pirates chairman of the board, the new public green space will give fans a great gathering area. The loss of the tailgating space aside, North Shore residents said any new development is good for the city.
It's one of those big cities that has a small city feel, or a small city that has a big city feel, but it's a great city.
Renee Wallace for Channel 11 News.
Plans for Gold Lot 2, which is closer to Heinz Field, are still up in the air. The Stadium Authority will vote to extend that deadline until 2024.
In the black and gold zone, the Steelers are black and blue, and we're keeping an eye on the injury report as the Steelers get ready for their next big test. They take on the AFC South leading Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. Practice is underway right now on the south side. 5 Steelers were held out of practice yesterday with injuries. James Conner with a shoulder injury, Benny Snell with a knee, Marquise Pouncey with a calf, Ramon Foster in concussion protocol, and Daniel McCullers with an ankle injury. The toughest blow would be if Conner can't play. He was named AFC Offensive Player of the Week in that win last Sunday over Miami. But Jalen Samuels is coming back from injury and preparing in case he needs to be in the feature back on Sunday.
I'm going to take the same approach. I mean, you know, I'm used to it. It's not going to be no pressure or nothing. So just hard week of practice right here. Just got to prepare real good for a good team, and we just got to get ready for Sunday.
And the Steelers welcomed another familiar face. They signed former Pitt running back Darren Hall to the practice squad, and Hall is glad to be back among friendly faces. Daylight saving time ends this weekend.
Yeah, we fall behind, moving the clocks back 1 hour, but this could be the last time we fall back. Why the tradition could become a thing of the past.
And Twitter users can be downright mean. Have you noticed? Now a new tool could be changing the rude tweets to polite ones.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
The Shaler Area School District is expanding its Go Bucket program. Channel 11 was the first to tell you about this idea. The buckets are filled with emergency supplies meant to help in the event of an emergency or an active shooter. The buckets will now be placed in 2 more school buildings. We're getting a look at a new digital tool to combat online bullying.
It is called, I love this, the Goodness Bot, and it is being unveiled by Monica Lewinsky. It can respond to mean tweets by replacing negative words with kinder words. For example, if a tweet says you're still fat and ugly, the Goodness Bot replies by saying you're still pretty and attractive. Lewinsky spoke about the app during a sit-down with NBC's Savannah Guthrie.
You don't have to know the person. It's just passing along a good deed in a way and trying to help somebody that you see who might be in pain.
Whenever you see a rude or abusive tweet, simply reply to it with @GoodnessBot, and it will turn into a positive tweet.
First, it was blood pressure medicine. Now the drug Zantac recalled due to a cancer risk. The reason doctors say more recalls are coming.
Heavy rain rolling into parts of the area right now. I'm updating the potential for severe weather this afternoon.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
News 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
Watch tonight.
Watch The Wendy Williams Show, weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
Popular drugs like Zantac and blood pressure medications keep getting pulled from the shelves.
We took a look at the most recent recalls and spoke to local doctors about why those recalls are going to keep happening.
I've been taking it for years, so I figure if I was going to get cancer, I'd have it by now.
Diane Otto says she and her husband both took the popular heartburn relief medicine Zantac.
But we did switch because you can't get it off the shelves.
Zantac and its generic Rantadine are the latest drugs recalled because of a possible cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA. That is the same chemical that led to dozens of recalls involving blood pressure medication. Doctors in our area believe there will be more.
This may be the tip of the iceberg because we only found out about this a year ago, and the FDA is starting to test other medications.
Allegheny Health Network cardiologist Raghu Tadakamela stresses the exposure to the chemical is low, but patients still need to be aware.
So I think from time to time we're going to find more lots of different medications being recalled, and we're going to have to deal with it and go with it as time goes on.
Experts say NDMA is a chemical created during the manufacturing process. Drugs company and the FDA didn't know it could happen, so they weren't testing for it. But Dr. Blair Jobe with AHN's Esophageal and Lung Institute stresses people should not overreact.
I don't think there's cause for extreme alarm at this point. The amount that's contained in Zantac is equivalent to some of the foods that we eat on a daily basis, particularly smoked foods.
That's some relief to Otto, but she would still like more information from the FDA.
I would hope that somebody or the FDA would be on top of this and monitor this situation a little bit more closely.
And Dr. Jobe says patients who have heartburn should talk with their doctor because there are plenty of new treatments from surgical to alternative medicine.
Daylight saving time will end this weekend, and the fall tradition of setting our clocks back an hour could soon become a thing of the past. Several lawmakers are trying to make daylight saving time permanent, making this Sunday the last time we need to fall back. Florida Senator Marco Rubio sponsored the Sunshine Protection Act in the Senate. It's gotten bipartisan support with co-sponsors like Washington Senator Patty Murray.
It just makes no sense to me that we disrupt everyone so much twice a year.
The bill sponsors say if the change doesn't pass through legislation, they're looking at making a regulatory change through the Department of Transportation.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
And if we don't fall back, let's keep in mind, that's the standard time. We added the daylight saving. That means in the winter, kids will be standing at the bus stop in the dark at 8:30 in the morning. So that's part of the reason. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. Tornado watch has been issued for areas south of Morgantown. So far not in our immediate area, but keep in mind we could see a tornado watch or a severe thunderstorm watch issued later this afternoon. Right now no thunder and lightning in the area, but definitely some pockets of heavy rain. Cranberry Township over to Adams Township up north of Butler right now. These areas of yellow and orange, ponding, hydroplaning, and keep in mind if you live in a low-lying or flood-prone area, especially with all the leaves that have been coming off the trees, watch those poor drainage areas for water to kind of pool and rise. Most of the rest of the rain right now fairly light, but this is the line of showers and thunderstorms we're starting to watch get together. Notice how this is kind of strengthening as it makes its way towards Huntington, Parkersburg, and Ravenswood. This is going to continue to move to the northeast, eventually give us some thunderstorms this afternoon and a fairly significant cold front. 71 in the mountains of West Virginia and Elkins right now. 69 in Parkersburg, Cincinnati, 52 degrees. So this cold front means business, not just with the rain and the thunderstorms, but with the wind and the huge drop-off in temperatures. 3 p.m. on Storm Tracker, pockets of heavy rain off to the north. And here comes that wave I was talking about in southeast Ohio, northeast Kentucky right now. Thunderstorms, 4 o'clock. Armstrong, Westmoreland, Fayette County. Some of these storms could be strong with wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour and even the possibility of an isolated tornado. Now 6 o'clock tonight is the general start for trick-or-treat times from most neighborhoods. Some go a little earlier, some a little later, but notice the rain starting to head out. So most of the evening will be a lighter rain, but it will be windy. Those wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour possible overnight tonight during the trick-or-treat hours. 30 to 40 miles per hour. So these are the big Halloween impacts for the rest of the day today and into tonight. So rain at 5 o'clock, 64 degrees. Wind starts to pick up again this evening, and still some scattered showers, but not as bad. 57 at 7 o'clock, 51 at 9 o'clock tonight. Rain gear tonight, something reflective, and the wind's going to be whipping, so hang on tight to the candy for the kids tonight. Some of those wind gusts this evening, look at this, 32 miles per hour in Pittsburgh at 6 o'clock this evening, and jumping up to nearly 40 miles per hour by 10 o'clock tonight. Then overnight tonight, look at the possibility of a couple flakes of snow mixing in, so you might wake up tomorrow morning to a few flurries. 35 for the overnight low tonight. Nothing that's going to stick, just to remind you that, hey, November is officially here after midnight tonight. 45 tomorrow, maybe a morning rain or snow shower. Again, nothing sticking. Then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday all look a bit better. Saturday, mostly sunny, 48 degrees. Sunday, mix of sun and clouds, a chilly high of 44. And then Monday, partly sunny and 50 degrees.
A lot of us get cash back at the grocery store, so we have a little extra on hand, but sometimes you need to hit the ATM, and that could mean extra fees. Our consumer advisor, Clark Howard, shows us some ways to get around those fees.
It really pays to pay attention to where and when you make your withdrawals.
That's because many times you're getting hit twice, once by your bank and then again by the ATM owner. According to Bankrate.com, the average out-of-network withdrawal is nearly $5.
I think that's exorbitant.
But there are ways you can avoid the fees. Small banks and credit unions make it easy.
Many of them belong to large nationwide alliances where you have tens of thousands of ATMs around the country that you can use for free.
If you think it's no big deal to pay the fees, well, you might have a bigger problem with budgeting.
If you're letting money be frittered away by going to out-of-network ATMs, there's a real good chance you're losing money in other areas as well.
I think it's silly to pay money to get your own money out of the bank.
Silly isn't the word I'd use. I hate paying junk fees. One way you might avoid it is at retailers. When you pay for something with your debit card, you may be given the option of getting additional cash back at no fee. I'm Clark Howard.
It's always exciting for the crew when they're able to have a call that has a good outcome.
The call to 911 that ended with a baby born sooner than expected.
know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
A Connecticut family got quite the laugh when a 10-year-old was summoned for jury duty. The 5th grader was pretty surprised when the summons arrived in the mail. The list of names the judicial branch gets from the revenue services does not include the date of birth. And that is where the boy's name came from, and that's why he was called to jury duty.
I was wondering, what if I don't go? I wanted to know if that was going to be a problem.
I always figured my kids are going to be in court someday, but I figured this is going to be a little early, you know.
The judicial branch said the family did the right thing by sending the summons back, saying the boy was underage.
Well, we are hearing for the first time from first responders who helped deliver a baby at a home in Aspinwall.
We're happy that we were able to be there and help. Luckily, the family had medical training. They were really good at what they did, and we were just kind of there to support them.
Paramedic Stacy Banderico there on the left and Assistant Commander Barbara Double on the right were nearing the end of their shift yesterday when they got the call and the Foxwall EMS crew went into action. The mom and baby boy we hear are doing just fine.
Congratulations to them.
That is all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween. Have a great night.
Enjoy it.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial. Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time.
During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days on your screen.
With nearly 70 years of forecasting Pittsburgh weather,
And that pattern's going to continue.
no one has more weather knowledge than Severe Weather Team 11.
Just in time for the morning
And
rush.
now you don't have to wait for the 7-day forecast.
Westmoreland County.
Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day.